So, what we're trying to do here is get our serratus to fire appropriately in a static position that mimics the latter part of a bench press or an OHP or anything from roughly this degree of flexion to anywhere in here. So we've talked about in previous videos and different things that we've talked about. We're looking for your scap to posteriorly tilt, like so. I finally got it down. Good thing we've been doing this together. And so what we're going to try to do today is get that to work in a static position so that it can translate to the bench press, so that we're not over retracted. We can get more chest and we can get more comfortable, bam, being here and not doing this weird JM press situation with our bench press. So what the exercise is going to look like is you're going to grab really any object, roughly shoulder width, even a little bit wider is probably a little bit better. Object doesn't really matter, just make sure it's not too heavy, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the object with both hands. You're going to plant your elbows here and here. One thing you can do is grab an object that's slightly wider than shoulder width so that you're actually forced into external rotation, because that's going to inhibit a lot of the chest and the lats that we're going to try to do. And the other part of this is your depressing muscles, your scapular depressors, such as the lats. We're trying to turn off or get comfortable in a more elongated position. So grab your object, 2 hands. You're going to shimmy your knees back. You're going to squeeze this and very lightly. And what you're going to do is retract and elevate, come back, let your head down, so that you're going to feel a really nasty stretch in your lats and the under part of your shoulders. If the front of your shoulder, roughly here, hurts, then what you need to do is you need to elevate a little bit more and pull yourself a little bit back further. So from a starting position, what you're going to do is you're going to lat pull down with just your elbows, just a little bit, and then you're going to take your elbows and push them in that direction and push your scaps in this direction so that it wraps around your scaps. What that's going to look like is starting position, coming up, pushing elbows forward and scaps around is nice and deep. And it's a hard contraction. You're pushing, pushing, pushing in that direction. Without all the objects, what that's going to look like is like that. This is the motion you're ultimately trying to get. Push, push. And so the exercise, get in your position, go all the way down, up, push, 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 hold, hold, hold. It's an isometric contraction at the end. As hard as you can. You're going to feel your serratus, or what you think is your lats, but it's actually your serratus, light up. And then come up, maintain tension, all the way down, press forward, 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 wrap, 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 wrap. You might have to shift your weight side to side to figure out how to make the force kind of bilateral and symmetrical so that you get it on both sides. Mine already lighten up. Because sometimes we have a dominant side, or we have a scap whose associated musculature has like hypertrophied or become hypertonic or hypotonic. You have things that like sidedness and dominance. So you might have to shimmy your weight accordingly. The other thing you can do to increase difficulty is get closer to make it easier, get further away to make it more difficult. So now I'm much further away. And if you have to, depending on the length of your arms, you can let your head rest. The other thing you can do is kind of pull it back, which is always a good thing to do for health reasons, longevity and all that. So all the way back, coming up, push, 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 push. Coming up, push, 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 push. And then finish. That's it. Start, probably closer is a good way to start this off. It's more of a sensation thing that we're looking for right now, but your serratus are going to come up pretty quickly.